Thank you for joining me for this yin-yang flow for a balance of mind, body, and soul. We'll start off with Vinyasa and we'll move into slower and longer yin poses. We start off now in mountain pose to begin our half sun salutation. Stand tall and root your feet into the ground. Pull your glutes in and contract your core. Maybe smiling here. Now inhaling our hands over top of our head into high mountain. Exhale forward, fold, reaching for our toes or our shins or wherever we can touch today. Shoulders dropping, chin rolling towards chest, letting everything go. Deep fold. Now starting a slow ascent back up with your breath. Inhale up. Arms over top again. Exhale, forward fold once again. Now on the inhale, roll your hands up your shins for halfway lift, looking for a flat back, and exhale back down. Now inhaling back up to standing, arms over top, exhale, fold. We'll continue our sun salutation now, adding the plank. So let's, from here, walk our hands forward to the front of the mat. And once you're there, take a nice deep inhale and exhale chaturanga, or just lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. And flip your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones high to the sky, palms, fingers pressing into the mat. Now we'll walk our hands back towards our feet to our forward fold. And inhale, roll your body back up. Head coming last, hands coming finally. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, inchworm those hands back towards the front of the mat. Find your solid plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And this time let's walk it out. So press your heels and toes back and forth into the mat, walking your feet out. Really pulling your navel to your spine. Sit bones pressed high. And go ahead and take that walk and walk those feet back up towards your hands this time. Find your forward fold, release, and ascend up with your inhale. Arms coming up, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Now inhaling arms up over top into high mountain, reaching high. And as you come down, hop or step your feet back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. With your right leg raising to the ceiling for three-legged dog. Extending as far as you can. Now take a bend of that right knee, pointing your toes off to the left, looking under your right armpit. Keep your core tight and your palms pressed into the mat. Hold it. Now take a large inhale, and on your exhale, bring that right foot down and step between your hands, dropping your left knee to the mat. And hands up to your knee for low lunge. Knee over top of ankle, top of foot on the mat. You can put your hands in prayer pose here, keeping your elbows in close, core in tight. Now inhale your arms up over top, reaching high. And then your next inhale. You're going to back bend, open up your face towards the ceiling, reaching your arms back over top. Outstretch your fingers and keep your breath flowing. Now back down. Now turn to the left and stretch your arms out. Hands over top of your feet, palms down. Let your hips sink down into this one deep. Keep checking your alignment. Now, you're going to flip your right palm and drop your left, bringing your right arm over top, extend it over top of your face. You can set your left hand on your calf or extend it even further out to your foot. Reach, looking up at your hand. Breathe. And down, arms out again. Whoop, arms out straight. This time, drop your right arm, putting your palm on the mat by your foot, and send your other up towards the sky in a straight line. Chest is open, gaze is up towards that left hand. And back down to prayer pose. Now left palm to inside of right foot and right hand to the sky. Look up at it. Breathe. And bring that right hand back down. Sit back up to prayer pose. And then bring your hands to frame your foot. Flip your left toes, press up and bring that right foot back. Chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. And then walk or jump forward, feet between hands. Forward fold, inhale, bringing your hands all the way back up to high mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, walking or jumping our feet back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot raising to the sky. Extend. And you'll take that bend of the left knee now, pointing your toes and gazing under your left armpit. Opening up your chest and hips here and hold. Okay, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring left leg down, step between your hands, drop your right knee to the mat. Low lunge, hands to thighs, or maybe prayer pose. Even out your rhythm of breath and focus your gaze forward. Inhale, arms over top. Here, exhale, slight back bend, crescent moon, low lunge. Keep breathing, holding your core in tight. Hands back up to neutral, bring down to prayer. Extending our arms out to the sides, turning our torso to the right. Hands over top of our feet, palms down. Check your alignment. Your left hand, drop your right to your thigh, left arm, send over top of you, extend it over your face, look up at it. Feel that stretch all the way down your left side and sink deep into your hips. Inhale, bring your arms back up, extend. Now dropping left palm to inside of left foot, send right to the sky. Fully extended, fingers spread. Look up at it and breathe. Descend down with that hand to prayer pose. Realign and then send right palm to floor. Left goes up towards the ceiling. Look up at it. Use your extra efforts to breathe through this difficult twist. And back up, hands together for prayer pose. We'll bring our hands down now to frame our foot. Flip your right toes. Send that left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's hold this down dog just an extra moment. Take a big inhale and then exhale. Jump your feet forward between your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, take your ascent up, rolling your spine, neck and head, and then hands come last over top. Exhale, forward fold. Hold this one an extra moment. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump your feet back into plank. And then we're going to take this out of Vinyasa and take it somewhere a little bit different. Send your weight into that right palm now. We're going to open up our left side, left arm extend up towards the ceiling for side plank. Put your weight on that right foot and you can raise your left leg if you want to try the extra challenge. And bring that left arm back down to plank, raising the right arm up. Raise your right leg if you please. If not, just try to hold that plank straight line of your arms. Okay, that's about it. Bring that right arm back down now to plank. You can inhale, then exhale, chaturanga or lower to mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. And just hold that up dog for an extra moment. Giving myself some extra room on my mat for this next pose. I'll have you now come off your hands onto your whole forearms. Then roll onto your right hip so you can bring your left knee up like so, or as far as you can bring it. Keep your forearms pressed into the mat and chest up for this mini back bend. Option here to bring your hands up, thumbs pressed into the soft spot between your eyes, the bridge of your nose. Fingers come together, elbows to the mat, and find a balance here. It's actually a lot more comfortable than it might look. This also sends some nice pressure to your third eye area, your zone of your intuition, and it helps to open up your sinuses as well. Bring your hands back down. Palms into mat. Roll onto your hip again to bring your leg down. Now roll onto your left hip to bring your right knee up. Forearms into mat. Chest up. You can hang your head down alternatively, or again you can take the alternative third eye balance here. Okay, go ahead and bring your hands down. Release that right leg back straight. Forearms to the mat again, and let's just take this Sphinx pose. Just a bit more back bend. All right, flip those toes. Bring your knees forward and find a child's pose. Just regular child's pose, knees together. Settle deep into it. We're really digging deep into our yin poses now. Slowing down from the yang of our vinyasa. Let's actually take this into a wide knee child pose. So take those knees out to the edge of your mat, feet together, and walk those hands all the way forward. You can settle your forehead into the mat and maybe roll it back and forth. Again, over that third eye, giving it a little massage. Now lift your forehead just enough so you can walk your hands over to the right side, settling your forehead back down to the mat. Your left arm is all the way extended and your right can be kind of comfortable. You want to feel that stretch all the way down the left side of your arm and torso. And you can lift your forehead now just to walk those hands over to the left side. Right arm all the way extended for that full stretch, and left can be wherever is comfortable. Forehead to the mat, and breathe. Your forehead again, walk them to middle, and then walk yourself straight back up. Sitting on your feet for hero pose. If you want, you can have your feet out to the sides instead. To add Cowface arm, put left arm out at a right angle and wrap your right arm underneath of it in a round to touch your hand or wherever you can grab your forearm. Use that pressure to push your elbows away from your face. You should feel that stretch on your shoulder blades, really separating your shoulder blades here. And release and take that wrap around the other direction, this time wrapping your left arm underneath your right arm ankle. Take really deep, focused breaths here. In through your nose, out through your nose with that audible to you constriction, Ujjayi breath. Coming forward in tabletop position, just enough to flip your toes and send yourself up into downward facing dog again. We are going to find our three-legged dog again, so send that right leg extended high up towards the ceiling or sky. Again, letting that knee bend and right foot fall towards your left, pointed toes. And this time on your next inhale, deeply lower that right leg, and you're going to bring it forward and through to lay your lower leg on the floor for pigeon pose, or in yin we call it sleeping swan. Take an inhale to look up towards the ceiling here for a moment. Exhale, come back down, settling deeper, forehead to the floor, or if you want, take the balance, thumbs to our third eye area, fingers together, find the balance, and breathe. And release, press your palms, torso back up now. We're going to take a mermaid pose next. So turn your torso to the left side and first just anchor your hand against your legs to hold that position. We're going to start here, and this might be enough for many of you. If you want to take the full mermaid, bring your right arm up over top of your head, and your left brings your left foot up. Toes anchored against your bicep and elbow area, hands meet and clasp, and you can either look forward or you can look back towards your feet. Okay, send that right arm forward straight. Release your foot. Now Now hold your foot, and we're actually going to lean forward, grabbing onto that foot, getting a little bit more stretch in our quad. There we go. Release it. Let's switch sides. Flip your toes, press into the mat, and bring that right foot back. Now find your down dog again, and just for a moment we will walk it out, and then we'll switch to the other side. So left foot comes up now, extended, and go ahead and bend that left knee. Send your toes to the right side and look under your left armpit. Breathe. Now coming forward with that left foot to set your lower leg on the ground. Get your posture worked out, and then send your gaze again towards the ceiling. Open up your chest. On your exhale, you're going to come back down, find your spot on the floor with your forehead or to your third eye zone again. Whatever feels good for you. You might like to extend your arms over top instead if that feels good. Okay, coming back up to sit up, we're going to send our twist to the right. So turn that torso, grab onto your leg to anchor yourself over to the right. And if you want to take it into full mermaid pose, you can extend that left arm out and up around your head, pulling your right foot up with your right hand and clasping your right hand with your left hand. Your foot is anchored in your elbow, and there's a lot of pressure from lots of different directions to hold this pose, as well as a little bit of balance as well. Breathe deeply. Okay, go ahead and extend those arms out. Let that right leg come back. Grab it with your right arm and just kind of come forward. Let that quad really sink down. And release that leg. Press your palms into your mat. Send that left leg back. And again, find your way into downward facing dog. Hold that downward dog for a moment. Breathe. And then we'll roll forward into our plank. Pull your belly button to spine, squeeze your glutes, look down and hold that plank. Breathe through it. And now we will lower to the ground very slowly. And once you're there, we're gonna go open wing pose. So send your left arm out to the side. Press your right palm into the mat and roll onto the left hip. Now you can bring your right foot forward, or you can bring that right foot back behind your left leg to open up that shoulder even more. But if that's too much, just bring that right leg back over top of the left and find a comfortable position. Letting your breath flow. We're going to come back into the middle now. So roll back up off that hip. Extend your right arm out to the side. Left palm comes to the mat and roll onto your right hip. Left knee comes forward. Keep it there or send it back behind your leg to really open up that shoulder. It's a little bit of a balance here to hold yourself up. A less comfortable yin pose, a little bit more active. Through, hold in there, and roll on back to the middle. Bring those arms in. Next, we're going to do just a really quick bow pose. So bring your feet back towards you until you can grab your ankles, and then pull your ankles towards you and open up your chest. It is a difficult pose. Just breathe through it. When you breathe, it's going to rock you back and forth a little bit. Hold it, and release. Just a quick one. Let's come up onto our knees real quick and then just sink back into child's pose for a moment. Maybe even a few extra moments because we love child's pose. Coming on up, roll onto your hips. We're gonna go for a boat pose. So get onto your bottom, sit bones, knees up, feet on the floor, straight back. Send your arms out straight. Lift your feet whenever you're ready. Feet can be straight forward. Find a balance. If you want, you can straighten your legs. But if that's too much, just send them back down. Belly button pulled to spine here. Really engaged. Your whole core is engaged. Keep your neck back to be in line with your spine. Pointed toes. Okay, that's about enough of that. Hug your knees in close. Give yourself a hug. And let's take a little twist here. So bring your left foot down, cross-legged, and keep your right knee up. And then twist to the right with your right hand behind you and your left hand on your right knee. Looking deep over your shoulder, breathing over your shoulder. And twist the other side. Right knee comes in, cross-legged, left knee up, turn to the left. Just a quick twist. Back to middle. Heading to the floor now. Knees up. Roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. extend your arms and legs. And take a couple really deep, big inhales, exhales in this extension. And on your next inhale, you're going to exhale your right knee to your chest. Hug it in close. And now pull that right knee over to the left side of your body. Arms are extended out to the side. Gaze is over at your right side. Holding down that knee towards the floor. Great twist. Great hip release. Option here to extend your leg on your right foot. Grab that right foot. Get a little bit more stretch in that leg if you've got that flexibility. Coming on in back towards middle. Now roll that right foot toward you. And bring your left knee up to meet it. And you can keep your left foot on the ground or take your hands and reach through to grab your knee to bring it a little bit closer. Toes on your right foot are flexed back to protect your shin and knee here. And I like to take ankle rotations on my left foot here as it's hanging. It's up to you. And release from Pigeon. Inhale, full extension. Exhale, bring our left knee to chest. Hug it in nice and tight. Take some ankle rotations if you'd like to, that's optional. Now pull your left knee to the right side of your body towards the floor. Extend your arms out to the sides. Send your gaze and breath to the left. Optional here now to extend that left leg straight and grab it with your right hand. Use this time to let your breath slow down. And rolling on back into middle. Now rotate that left foot in towards you. Right knee comes up to meet it. Foot on the floor, or thread the needle and grab your knee closer. Left toes flexed back on that foot. And release, full extension. How about a happy baby now? Bring those legs back towards you. Grab onto your heels, your feet, bottom of your feet. Pull closer towards your face. Let your knees just drop toward the ground. You can try one at a time. Hold that left leg back and let the right one fall to the floor straight. You can try different ways of grabbing your foot from the inside, from the outside, with both hands on this one. Really nice, deep hip stretch. Let's switch to the other side. Bring that right leg back. Extend the left in front. One-legged happy baby. And just a little more full happy baby. As we love to be happy. Our hips love to be happy. Baby now. And maybe for fun we'll try a candlestick. Bring your hands down to the mat, press them into the mat. Press your hands up against your lower back to raise your feet straight up above. And now bring your legs behind you. See if that feels good. Hands can come down to the mat. This is plow pose. And if it's not accessible to you, you can stay in one of the other poses. Alright, let's bring our knees down toward our ears. If you've got that in you. Alright, bring those legs back down very slowly. We're going to head now to a reclined butterfly position. So bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out to the sides, soles of your feet together. Press your feet further away from you if you're less flexible, and bring them closer to your groin if you're a little more flexible here. Find your breath. Send it to your belly here. You might like your hands up on your torso, maybe one on your belly, one on your chest. Feel your breath rise and fall. We're going to send our legs forward now for that final resting pose, Savasana. Deepen your breath. Listen to your breath. Send your hands out to the side, palms facing up. And start thinking of your breath sending your whole body into balance. We've just completed our yin and yang, yang and yin practice, physical practice to bring our body into balance. And there's lots of things we can do to bring our body into balance, but one of the best things, one of the easiest, but also one of the hardest, is just to breathe. Focus on your breath during your practice, but also throughout your day. Deep inhales, slow exhales. My mind, body, and soul are in complete balance. Bring our awareness now to seating position. Roll onto your left side of your body, curled up, right palm on the floor. And when you're ready, you can press your palm in the floor to come back up to a seated position, easy pose or lotus pose. Hands resting on our knees. And we're going to bring some more balancing energy into the practice. So face your palms up on our inhale to receive breath, to receive energy, and down to ground that energy. Find that flow, that cycle. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, receive. Exhale, ground it down. Inhale, open to change. Exhale, release what doesn't work. Inhale to new beginning. Exhale what must come to a close. Inhale to the new me. Exhale to the old me. Inhale to life. Exhale to death. Inhale to light. Exhale to dark. Inhale to yin. Exhale to yang. Inhale to balance. Exhale to balance. Inhale, arms over top to meet. Exhale, float to heart center. And now here, I send myself gratitude for showing up for myself, for my health and wellness, and for the balance of my mind, body, and soul. I am balanced. I am in balance, and I go in balance. Thank you for joining me for this class. I hope you join me again. Namaste. Go on and be well on your way. Oh, and of course, do not forget to subscribe and like this class. And I'll see you later.